I do Head and Shoulders shampoo, Head and Shoulders conditioner, and then I put a goop in my hair after.
Ooh, the post goop.
The goop.
That actually has leveled up your hair, man, I will say.
You think the goop has been good for me? Because I think so.
Absolutely. Very much
Is
so.
that
Your
what
hair
gives you
used to
the-
get crazy.
Yeah. Used to be kind of, I don't know. Was it I don't even remember what it looked like shortly before this.
It wasn't crazy, but it could just get that way. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah, but
For like
right
a little
now,
bit
it's
without showering or whatever.
Like
yeah.
right now, it's looking great, you know?
Thank you. Yeah.
The curls locked in.
Good curls, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. The good thing about the goop and whatever is that, like, yeah, day of putting it in, day after, it's like, oh, it looks great. And then each day kind of like following that wash, the hair just kind of goes into like, I guess that's just any sort of hair situation. It just goes into like this drastically deeper states of disarray where it's like a single large curl will stay kind of wound up, but then all the others have separated. So there can just be like from sleeping, like a big curl on the side of my head, sort of coming out like a horn.
Is this the podcast?
This is the
This is the
podcast.
podcast.
This is the podcast.
Yeah, well, I think I'll find a place to naturally start us within that riff. I feel like I liked a lot of that hair content.
Yeah, sure. This is
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome to Apples and Oranges, folks.
Nah. Reset. Hard reset.
All right, you want to do a real start? Okay,
I'll do
we'll
a
do
real start. Hard reset.
All right, bad.
No, we'll include all that. I just want the people to see me being sort of a prima donna as in my sort of hosting chair.
I think you're being vulnerable right now.
I think I'm being vulnerable too.
Yeah, I think we need to just promote the divaism.
Yeah, I think people need to. I think when people think of you as a diva, they respect your craft more.
Absolutely.
I think so. Welcome to Apples and Oranges, folks. It's a podcast with your hosts, Matt and Jack. I want to take it back. I want to try it a third time. I want a new take.
Can we actually just start from the hair conversation again?
start from
I
the
think
hair
we should run the hair
conversation
conversation. So, my current shampoo.
Yeah, it's mud. You put poop in your hair.
Yeah, so basically, folks, this episode is brought to you by poop.
This episode is brought to you by Pete Holmes.
That's true.
Yeah, Pete Holmes actually, he stopped doing his podcast so he could kind of produce and sponsor ours.
Well, he's just our brand ambassador now.
Yeah, brand ambassador of Apples and Oranges. And speaking of, you're watching Apples and Oranges, or more likely, listening to Apples and Oranges with Matt and Jack. I'm Matt.
I am Jack.
And here with us today, once again, we have the wickedly talented, the very funny, my screenwriting buddy, and my buddy from growing up. We got Brian DeLong here.
Back in the day.
Thank
you guys for having me.
Of course.
Sure. We had those days at the temple in preschool. We had to go to preschool together.
Oh,
Went to
wow.
religious
and
preschool.
We all go way back.
Like spinal cords and car seats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Way back?
All the way back.
Yeah, it's all the way back.
All the way back.
Is that what they say you're supposed to have in your car seat? Spinal cord?
Well,
All
you
the way
know.
back?
Yeah.
No, because car seats go way back. And spinal cords are
All the way back.
in your back. So it's a double entendre.
Well, that's pretty good. That's
Yeah,
pretty
so
good.
he's also sort of
so
a
we should,
poet
let's take that
and
again.
genius. Yeah,
Let's
let's
take
run
that
that back.
Yeah.
Let's explain what a car is and what a spine is. Yeah, so here we are with Brian.
Here we are on Apples and Oranges.
Yeah, we're so back.
This podcast. We're locked in today. If you couldn't tell,
locked in.
we're really focused on doing the best possible.
I like how we all
podcast.
decided to wear glasses in this episode too.
I think
Whoa.
that's why I'm sort of out of it, trying to do retakes.
Well, Jack just looks so cool. I didn't want him to be the only one.
Dude, I feel like you gotta have a sick pair of glasses.
And then I felt left out.
I like Matt. Matt's are kind of the best, I think.
Yours are sweet. I really like
Yeah, those are cool.
Thank you. I really like, I'm used to those on you. I feel like Brian's yours are cool because you kind of went movie star mode.
Brian,
right
you look
before we
like
started.
total Hollywood movie star
Yeah.
king right now.
Well, I got these because I watched Ocean's 11. I was
Ooh.
like, you know who looks sick? Fucking Brad Pitt.
And I thought that was why he looked so sick, was because he had those glasses.
Exactly. That's why I look like. That's why people always tell me like, "Hey, you know how you look like Brad Pitt?" And I'm like, you'd think that it's actually just the sunglasses.
Really? So, because
aura.
I've always thought, kind of from a distance, I'm like, you look like that guy from you look like that guy from Seven Monkeys. Really? It's just the glasses?
I actually don't get that reference.
Basically, Brad Pitt was in a movie called Seven Monkeys. And
Not seven.
No, he was in a movie. No, am I mixing that up? Was he in a movie called Six Monkeys? Oh my god.
Folks, I'm gonna do a quick search.
Oh my god.
Wasn't
This is
that your major, the Monkeys?
Oh my god. Entirely humiliating.
I've heard that look like the people in the band, the Monkeys.
Oh yeah, Davy Jones.
Davy Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you thinking about 12 Monkeys from 1995?
Fuck it. I'm so fucking sick of this podcast. I can't stand this to be corrected like this. I'm being hectored on my own podcast. My name is literally first in the Matt and Jack Enterprise, and this is how I'm treated.
Yeah.
Again, I'm really confused with the gimmick of this podcast.
Oh yeah, we haven't even explained the premise of the podcast.
Thank you for getting us back on track, Brian.
That's why we have the
Well, I
guest.
just keep asking, is this the pod? Like, is this what?
No, we haven't even started yet. You
We
think
haven't
we're
even started
recording?
yet.
We haven't
Alright,
turned
clean
any
start.
equipment on.
Clean
We
start.
no, we haven't. We don't do. Okay.
Clean start.
It's
Alright.
cool if we haven't.
Welcome to Apples and Oranges. I'm
Can we say
Jack. All right.
All right, folks.
But,
Welcome to Apples and Oranges.
I think here's what I think. I think we have enough good starts. We can stitch one together.
I think we'll do a sick edit where it's just all the start compilation.
What we'll do is we'll find it in post.
Find it. It's there.
They just find it.
It's here.
It's here. It's among us.
Speaking of Among Us, you two are sus. Also,
Holy shit.
also,
This is a debate
That's a
podcast.
bar right there.
A bar. Speaking of Among Us, you two are sus.
cool.
That's pretty cool. This is a debate podcast, and on this podcast we debate disparate topics. Hence the name Apples and Oranges with Matt and Jack. And what we do is we have this handy dandy topic generator, picks out some topics. Jack and I take turns debating our guests on disparate topics. Let's say one of us gets fruit and the other one gets sitcom, then we might have to argue why strawberries are better than Frasier. And that's how the game is played.
And these two are going to debate, and I will judge, and then we will switch, and Matt will judge. But before we get into the debates, we always like to ask the guest.
I mean, a question we've already asked, certainly, to this guest.
Yeah, you've been in the pod before, but now it's like
Now it's
you've
more of
been-
an updated question.
This is like a total new level of the pod. Because
Yeah.
you're one of the first video guests, and now
Look how far we've come.
Look how far we've come.
Yeah. I guess what we're asking is, can you acknowledge how far we've come?
You know, when I think of how much you guys came before, I was like, this isn't that much. But now there's so much more and so much further that the
mileage.
come has been.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought I was here to talk about the lube heist. I didn't.
Oh.
Yeah, so
I
you,
didn't-
you've come to confess.
No, I mean, I just thought we were going to do a deep dive kind of on what this means for French society, on the way these institutions work. And I mean, but that's okay if we're going to debate.
Sure.
So,
Yeah, this is more of a debate style thing, but
Okay.
it is interesting. I do remember them saying that the crime scene was fled by a Brad Pitt type.
I mean, it is a Brad Pitt movie. I mean, catch me in the movie adaptation of the lube heist.
Yeah, they're going to call it Ocean's 11.
But like, how crazy is this, guys? They just
Yeah, they
stole-
literally just broad
came
daylight
in.
Came
went in.
snatched. This also
They, just had-
broke the
they
glass.
brought a ladder to the Louvre.
The ladder truck is crazy, and the way it's slowly descended, it's like, damn, like that's moving
And
so
people
slowly.
were like, "Hey, what's that guy doing with that ladder?
Yeah.
Hey, don't worry about it. Okay, we're gonna
Yeah.
go back to croissants or whatever."
That's Louvre
well,
shit.
tourists. I feel like the Louvre is full of tourists, and everyone there is just like, I'm not gonna fuck with it because the French are such an intimidating people. You don't want to like fuck with their shit. So just they're doing their thing. I'm not.
Yeah,
gonna,
if I
like-
was in the Louvre and I saw someone come with a ladder and a bunch of like heisty looking vibes, I'd be like, maybe it's like a French thing.
Well,
Like, I
'cause
don't know.
I just feel like
It seems-
the French people have heisty vibes,
Well,
dare
it
I
was-
say.
It was also like 9 a.m. too, so everyone was exhausted. 'cause
They were
they're
just
French.
waking up.
No one in France is awake at that time anyway, so they were able to do it. Like the 9 a.m. in France is like the
Like 6 a.m. here.
it's like 5 a.m. here, and so no wonder they were able to do that at that time, and no one caught them and saw them. That's really what happened because all the French people are just they lounge around and sleep till
I imagine
God knows when.
they all have like giant like croissant shaped body pillows.
Yeah.
Oh,
And only the
oui, oui.
tourists are up at that hour, and maybe some of the service workers, but
But not the public. Is that what you're saying?
not the public,
Uh,
the French public.
otherwise known as the Louvre. How about a clean start? Okay.
A clean start.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to
The apples and
Oranges.
oranges, Yep. All right, folks. I actually have two topics here.
Holy shit.
Speaking of a fresh start,
We're gonna forego the additional formalities. You don't care how his debate experience has changed
No,
over
I
the
think-
past year.
no, that's actually going to be what we're going to do in between our two debates
Oh my god,
to
he's
refresh
flushing
it
the
up.
formula.
Oh my
and maybe
goodness.
we'll also just restart the episode as well somewhere within this.
Yeah, I think we
Within
need
this
a clean
debate.
start.
Yeah, we'll do a few clean starts before the end.
Okay, good.
All right, so Brian, A TV show of your choice.
A TV show of my choice, any choice.
Any
Yes.
choice.
And Matt, a cartoon character.
Oh my god. Yes.
Two crazy topics and two perfect topics for their
Can you give me a hint?
debaters. A hint? Yeah.
Your hint is
hint
is
do-
Breaking Bad.
I was thinking of Breaking Bad. I'll do The Wire.
The correct answer was Acolyte. Fuck. Or The Acolyte. Anywho, do you want to do your opening statement?
Or you can wait for me. I can go do the opening statement if you please.
Yeah, you can do the opening
Yeah, dive
statement.
in, Matt.
Okay. The best cartoon character is one I've already picked, and that I already know what it is too. While I'm talking right now, I know what this character is. The best cartoon character is Slimer from the Ghostbusters cartoon from the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
They did the Ghostbusters movie, and then they turned it into a cartoon. And in the cartoon, they take Slimer from Ghostbusters, lovable scamp, green guy, ate a bunch of hot dogs. They called him Onion Head on the set of the movie. It was only after the fact that they started calling the character Slimer, merchandising and stuff. When they came time for the show, he becomes sort of a sidekick, and he fucking rules, and he loves his hot dogs. And the Wire, while an achievement of television, certainly there's always been one thing that rubbed me the wrong way about it, and that's that they didn't have Slimer. So I yield my time.
In the first episode of The Wire, McNulty looks at a crime scene and asks what's happening, and the wisdom, I forget, the dude on the street says, "This is America, man. Everyone's got a shot." Sort of reminiscent of The Godfather, where really we think we're talking about crime, but really it's the concept of America. And this show takes us to the seedy underbelly of places we've never seen before in this HBO prestige television show, The Wire. A lot of people think The Sopranos is credit for being the first prestige television show. I don't think so, because that's what's first. You know what's the true pioneer? The second. The second one is what creates it, makes it a trend. It's what makes it a thing. Prestige TV didn't come from the first prestige TV show. It came from the second one that said, hey, we can keep doing this sustainably. And that's what The Wire proved. Even though season 5 is a steep fall off, and a lot of fans don't like season 2, but I will defend it. Now Slimer. Now Slimer has that like fun joke in the first Ghostbusters movie, Big Pop, but in the cartoon, what's there? It's no, people didn't see. There was already a long-standing format of Saturday morning cartoons. We didn't need more cartoons, and there's also like too much weird Ghostbuster sex scenes for me to feel comfortable showing it to children. And you might whitewash that history, but it's there.
All right. Is the floor open?
Yeah, but quick aside, now that you actually mention it, I do feel like I erase like some sexual moments in Ghostbusters from my childhood. I do kind of remember Ghostbusters seeing it when I was really, really young and it being like, well, just being like sexually charged. Maybe I'm misremembering.
No, I agree. As a child, I watched that movie a lot, and that was I definitely didn't. I think it all went over my head.
I mean, I learned a lot about myself watching those films, but I don't know. Yeah.
The floor is open.
Well, the floor's open. I'm just gonna say
that's trauma, Jack. That's what happens when you block that out.
We just cut open a wound, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Open a scar.
You talk about whitewashing the Ghostbusters. How about whitewashing The Wire by taking all the black people out of the show with the second season? And you defend that?
The second season is about the Polish dock workers, and I love it. In case you guys don't know, the first season is all about like drugs and this like dramatic, and the police catch these drug dealers or these criminal networks. The second season is like, hey, remember these like drug dealers and these street gangs? Forget all that. There's some old Polish guys at the docks. We're gonna focus on them, and it's perfect. They drink beer, they hang out. It's really cool.
That's all they get up to.
No, they're like doing crimes too. It's just a little bit less dramatic.
Yeah, that's what I always like with a new season of a show. It's like I like the first season, but can we make it less dramatic?
Can we make it it's like, what if we make it where it's just sort of like, instead of there being a lot of like shootings and drama and crazy stuff, it's more just like in the background corruption that we don't really see, but we feel. And that's how a lot of these power structures work and what they unpack in The Wire.
Yeah, well,
You know, and a real journalist made it. What was his name again?
I believe was it Slimer? Slimer or Slimowitz, Slimowski, someone in the, you know, sort of Slimer adjacent. Look, I think he had his pop moment, and then you think he went downhill. I think that's bullshit, because I think he has remained such an iconic character, this Slimer. I mean, we know his name. His name was not even uttered in the movie. Why do we know his name? Because of the cartoon.
He's the green one, right?
Of course he's the green one.
I wasn't sure.
He's Slimer,
I wasn't
folks.
sure.
We all know Slimer. We all love Slimer. Or Onionhead. You can call him Onionhead. I think that would be sort of respectful to the early, you know, sort of the production. I don't know why they called him that. I don't think of him as that oniony looking. Right?
Do you think of him as that oniony looking? I could imagine the prop maybe in person.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I mean, I imagined you were typing on the laptop. I imagined you were looking up Slimer.
I was actually looking up David Simon, the creator of The Wire. He was a police reporter.
David
in
Sliman,
Homicide.
yeah.
David Sliman.
Yeah.
It's,
I just think this character is so strong. Like, I guess what I'm getting at with this character is, like, you talk about like diminishing returns with the cartoon. You know, hey, this was this kind of sexualized movie. I don't want it to be made into a children's cartoon, and I hear you, and I really
Cancel
do.
Slimer.
What I don't hear that. I refuse to hear that, because what I'm saying is that the Slimer makes everything better. Slimer would make The Wire way better.
So, one problem I had with season 5 of The Wire is I think it was a little off the rails. I would be open to, instead of like a fake serial killer storyline, you had a Ghostbusters storyline.
Oh my god! Yeah, if you have like the Baltimore Ghostbusters.
Yeah, if you would have the Baltimore Ghostbusters, and
man.
you had I would be okay with that.
I mean that's a good compromise between the two of us. The Baltimore Ghostbusters. Let's get on that. Who can we? John Waters. John Waters could do sort of the Baltimore Ghostbusters. I mean, it really fits, because if you know watch the original Ghostbusters, so much of it seems to be about like city bureaucracy and corruption.
It's city Ghostbusters. There is like a Venn diagram between The Wire and Ghostbusters.
Absolutely.
Where there are themes about like local politics, and the way that, like, at the end of the day, like, these people in charge are really corrupt and sleazy.
Yeah, and I see the Ghostbusters as sort of like the Polish dock workers of, you know, of New York.
I mean, I feel like the Polish dock workers of New York are the Polish dock workers of New York.
I don't think so. I believe in the 80s they got replaced with the Ghostbusters.
You know why?
Why?
NAFTA.
Isn't that before NAFTA? It doesn't matter.
That was in the 90s.
Look, it doesn't matter,
but,
folks. Here's what matters. The Wire, a show where every season it explores different facets of a same broader structure. How stupid. What a stupid idea for a show. That sounds terrible. You know what I like? I like consistency.
And you get that with Slimer.
Absolutely.
I think I just wish I was more familiar with the source material of the cartoon Slimer, to be honest.
I also, to be clear, am not familiar with The Wire as source material. I've heard people don't like season 2 because it's like they got rid of all the black people.
I mean, I loved season 2 of The Wire. This isn't even a bit for the show. I think it's like super awesome, and I don't understand the hate for it. It's just like exploring a different side of like drugs and corrupt, because like it gets through on the docks. So
sure,
it goes through how this happens and how the politics of the, like, yeah, I guess it's a bit less exciting, so instead of like these drug dealers and shootings and some of the cops, it's like the politics of a dock union. And can the Polish workers have controlled the union for years, and now there's like a growing minority of black workers in the union, and they want some representation. We're gonna have to do an election in the union. And
how exciting!
And I will say, to the unrefined mind, this might be less exciting.
To a well slimed mind, it seems unexciting. Because the thing is, once you've tasted the best, why settle for anything but the best? And I tasted the best with Ghostbusters, and I said, that was so good, that Slimer stuff. I'm going to go back for more with the cartoon, and with Ghostbusters 2, and with his cameos in all of the following reboots. He's an amazing character.
Was he in the most recent reboot?
I didn't watch it, but if I was told that Slimer was in it, I'd give it a look.
I'd give it a look.
I think we should do some closing statements.
Okay, who do you want to hear from?
Hear from Matt first.
Okay. Slimer, he's such a funny guy, such an iconic design. In the cartoon, he becomes kind of like one with the Ghostbusters, which I think is kind of perfect because you take like one of the most iconic like singular moments. I think if they'd done like Stay Puft Marshmallow, I think it would have really overstayed its welcome. So the guy from the fucking ends of the movie? No, you take like a side gag character with just an awesome fun design. You put him in the squad. He's just one of the ghosts, and he's the most fun ghost. And now he's with the squad, and now he's associated with Ghostbusters forever, and really strengthens that franchise. And I think The Wire, the reason it sort of fell apart by its last season is because they lacked a character who was so grand and iconic that it could actually tie everything together. And like, you can't diminish the significance of this show. It was a very popular and acclaimed show, tried a lot of stuff, but it what it had in sort of variety, I guess, it completely lacked in cohesion and iconography. And that's what you get with an amazing and fun character who I was truly obsessed with for a brief period of time of my childhood, Slimer.
I'm sorry.
My time.
I just need a moment to collect my thoughts.
Sure.
Listen, I think what you have with The Wire is a truly great piece of American fiction that transcends a genre and creates one. You could never have prestige TV without The Wire. You could never have Netflix without The Wire. You could never have binge watching TV without The Wire. Slimer, on the other hand, is as far as IP goes, pretty lackluster in the context of the era. You have we're talking about the era of George Lucas, the era of Steven Spielberg. I'm talking about Ewoks. I'm talking about Jaws lunchboxes. I'm talking about Gremlins plush toys. where Slimer isn't on that list. And you know what people say when they say, hey, what's the best TV show of all time? They always say consistently The Wire. When people say what's the best HBO show, everyone says The Wire. So one's the best in its class, the other is an afterthought. Thank you.
Wow. Very strong debate from both sides. I think it was funny. I was really into the Wire until you started describing the plot of The Wire. I'm like, and got kind of bored,
That's only season 2, and it's actually really good and I think pretty slept on.
I got to check it out. But the thing with Slimer is that Slimer's just horrible.
What?
I think Slimer's a vile creature, especially in the cartoon.
Are you looking at an image right now?
Looking at a whole
a cadre of images?
just like a.
I love that design so much.
Really, I think a lot of these are pretty vile once you're looking for a bit. I'm like, this is the best cartoon character, like especially the one in the middle to the left with.
So there was a period of my childhood where my sister and I shared a laptop, and I made my account on it, and the background was just like, if you look up like Slimer but not the cartoon, you'll get like one of the results will be this large scale image of just the Slimer puppet, hands up, mouth open, like on like a white background, and I had that as my background on my family laptop.
Just Slimer.
I had Slimer because I was so
Slimer.
into Ghostbusters, and Slimer is like such a king.
That's
So anyway,
wild.
who won?
The Wired.
Fuck.
The Wire won.
No.
Yeah, The Wire destroyed it.
Matt, you chose Slimer.
Yeah, you lost and you chose Slimer.
You could have chosen.
No, you didn't lose and you chose Slimer. I just think the Wire debate was.
You could have
better
been Bugs
arguments.
Bunny.
I was thinking to the last minute. I almost went down the path of I almost did Quick Draw McGraw, but I was like, I feel like that's an automatic loss because like who gives a shit? Who cares about Quick Draw McGraw?
Yeah. Quick Draw McGraw.
Exactly. He was a horse. He was in a Hanna-Barbera cartoon. This is not a debate. I'm just saying he was this Hanna-Barbera cartoon. He was a horse. He was he was sort of a cowboy horse, and the gimmick with him was that he didn't have a gun, despite his name being Quick Draw. What he had was he had a guitar that he would like hit people on the head with.
Wait, this says a common gag is that he would accidentally shoot himself with his own gun.
Oh, maybe he did have a gun then.
He's a well-meaning but dim anthropomorphic white horse.
But you know what it was? It was that he had an alter ego, and the alter ego's name was El Kabong, and in that case, he had a guitar that he would like hit people with.
That's sick.
So yeah, that was a pretty good one. Not as good as Slimer, I think. Do you think I would have won with that?
I think I guess we'll never know. So here I'm gonna hand you the laptop now.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I gotta take
Jesus Christ!
Is that pretty vile?
That's pretty vile.
That's awful.
Yeah.
This is like this is like not that far off from the image I had as my background.
This is yeah.
It's just gone. All right. I'm gonna sort of seal this off from you two.
I think
Yes.
I wouldn't have Slimer on the pod.
I would totally have Slimer on the pod, and I would like give him like, I know we don't typically, cater much to our guests, provide them, particular food that they might like or whatever. We generally ask that our guests are starving when they show up here. But I would provide him hot dogs.
Here's my thing. I would only do Slimer on the pod if it wasn't in this room. I don't want him in the apartment because it would just be terrible to clean up.
There would be
afterwards.
slime everywhere.
You're worried he's gonna slime us?
Slimer is literally made of slime, and if he were just chilling here for an hour plus, it would just suck in here. Especially if he's munching dogs, it would be terrible.
We'd have smelly.
It would reek. It would suck. We'd have to do it like somewhere else, maybe outdoors.
The slime has that like plasticky smell.
Yeah, it's the worst smell.
I would think it kind of smells honestly like a hot dog.
Ew.
That
actually may be worse than the.
And speaking of, before I jump into this next debate, I have a workplace anecdote for the day. And
let's go. And also, we got to hear about your debate experience.
Oh yeah, sure. I'll quickly say I already texted you about this earlier. There is a I at my workplace they have a cafeteria, and every day they got something different for us. And today at the cafeteria they had a hot dog with Caesar salad on it.
Oh.
They had a hot dog with Caesar salad on it. The image that was like projected like for all of us to see to like get us hyped to come to the cafeteria looked horrible.
Oh.
The description does not make it any better.
Was the hot dog chopped up?
No. It was a hot dog in a bun, and the topping was lettuce and Caesar dressing.
Oh.
And I was like, well, I know it's going to be bad, but I got to try it. And I tried it, and it's exactly what you think it is.
It's like Caesar dressing on a hot dog with lettuce.
It was pretty bad. It was like
sounds vile.
It was like I don't know, like a 3 out of 10 meal. It wasn't like disgusting, but nothing worked together. And you don't anticipate what the worst part's going to be. You think, oh, the worst part, it's got to be, that, you got the Caesar dressing on there, and that combo's kind of weird. And sure, that wasn't great. But to me, the worst part was the moment of realization I had once it was in my mouth that I had to bite down through like crunchy, crispy lettuce while eating a hot dog.
Into the snap
Of the hot dog.
Oh.
Yeah, that's tough.
Extremely foul. Don't do it. And the guy at the cafeteria, when he served it to me, I was one of the first people up there. He served it to me, and he went, trust the theory.
The theory.
What the theory is that this tastes good? I don't know.
No, I bet that honestly just sounds like it's all made of leftover ingredients they're trying to get rid of.
No, I think it sounds like he's like really proud of it. He's like, I have a crazy idea.
Like, yeah, I think they get bored up there and have to come up each week with like relatively unique, like 5 unique meals to serve. Yeah. And he was like, but what if we took a hot dog and we put a Caesar salad on it?
Yeah, no, this is an artist. This is someone who had hot dogs, and they were like, it's not good enough.
Yeah.
It's not good enough.
There's also a sprinkle of like some sort of, I don't even know. I think it was to be like croutons. It was like basically a breadcrumb also on top of it, which made it additionally crunchy. Terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, what's your debate experience?
That's someone who takes a swing,
What's your in recent?
So, has there been any developments?
Any
in your
developments
debate
in your?
experience?
Have you been getting into any debates as
Have I
of
been
late?
getting into debates recently?
In the last year or so, I
Yeah.
think since you were last here.
Man, I don't. I recently was trying to tell people in Florida that New York was safer than Orlando.
And did
And
they get mad about that?
They were like, New York? You mean like the hell city? And I was like, New York's like a very safe place to be.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't know what New York you're in. And I'm like, no, I live there.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you. I promise. They was like, this city is actually like really dangerous though. Like,
Yeah.
It's like no,
Yeah.
it's like a large
No.
city. It's just the crime's over-reported because it's convenient for like
yeah,
people.
no,
It's
and
good
that was the
ratings.
debate. That was in where I'm like, no, I'm. Yeah, no, New York's just like, I mean, pretty expensive. There's some things that aren't so great, but the crime's fine.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think there are like sections of the Bronx where the crime is kind of high.
Well, yeah, I mean, like there are places like
There are pockets.
there are places with violent crime, but most of it is like theft. Like most of it's not like
But people, the image is that it's like Gotham, and it's like you walk
Yes.
outside and like
Yeah.
someone
They're
runs up, like
supervillains.
steals your bag, and like
they're like, dude, Times
Jump
Square,
you.
people are getting like stabbed, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't think that's happening.
yeah, they think it's
No.
kind of like a war zone out here.
And it's like, no, Times Square is like really like mostly cops. Times Square, it's full of just cops.
I mean, actually, I don't know. I mean, I bet there's crime in Times Square for sure, but I don't think anyone's getting stabbed.
No. I'm sure a stabbing happens here or there. I just think any well-populated city is going to have like some crime. I think that's just part of how that works.
But yeah. Well, there's also like a difference between like crime and non-violent crime. Like someone like shoplifting is like
Right.
super different.
Like violent
But-
crime. Yeah, how
I don't
so?
know.
They did violence against CVS. How dare you? Absolutely, how dare you?
I don't know. What's the debate you were in recently, Jack?
Yeah, no, I don't remember. I was actually what was it called? I was on a ketamine binge. So
Yeah.
I was doing ketamine and Xanax at the same time. So I was sort of also on an MK Ultra. So
you were doing the MK Ultra flip.
I did the MK Ultra flip. Yeah, I was MK Ultra flipping at the time. So yeah, we were talking about gun violence.
No, MK Ultra is crazy because they like put people in like these like camps basically and was testing all these drugs on them to try and get them. And the craziest part is I found out my grandparents met there recently and they were on massive amounts of
What?
ketamine and acid.
What?
So this is real?
No.
Yeah, I had a
Ah.
feeling.
Yeah.
You tricky.
I'm
That's
doing
why
a
this guy's a
bit.
writer, folks.
Folks,
Because he it's this imagination.
he's one step
of
ahead.
his.
He's playing
Genius.
4D chess.
And
I'm playing-
I'm playing. Oh my god!
playing 3D
Excuse
chessers.
my buzzing. Oh my god! Can you believe my work group chat? They don't shut up.
No,
You
it's
know,
okay. They're just like, have you had this hot dog? It's so fucking good. I trust the theory.
What I love about the trust the theory thing, like you
That's
saw,
that's honestly my pitch for this episode of the podcast. Like,
trust the theory.
just trust the theory. You know, like this is a looser episode. Just trust the theory. Okay, this is one where we're all bets are off.
It's just so funny that like I looked at it, I'm like, that looks terrible. Every single coworker I spoke to, everyone else who heard that was at the cafeteria, everyone was on the exact same page of like, well, that looks awful. Like I'm not gonna get that.
Yeah, because they didn't trust.
They didn't trust. I'm just like, do you think? Like I hope that was all like leftover bullshit. I hope they didn't like waste food on this and being like, this is like we bought hot dogs for this.
not
Like this is
wasted.
gonna be it. This is this is gonna be such a good use of like our like weekly meal budget.
That guy just gonna take him home. The theory guy. It's not wasted. He's just gonna put him on an industrial size shaped.
He's gonna
hot
put
dog
them all
fridge.
to practice.
Yeah.
You know your company is doing bad when you walk into catering and you see that they
yeah.
just have hot dogs. And you're like, oh man, we don't have much longer here, do we?
I wish it was just hot dogs, but they didn't. There was no ketchup or mustard out because why would you need ketchup and mustard? You already have the perfect topping.
There was no option for plain dog.
I mean, you could have gotten a plain dog, but there was no ketchup or mustard. The assumption was that your topping was Caesar salad.
Well, they were asking you to trust the theory.
They were asking you to. It was more of a command. By showing up, you are sort of saying like, "I'm willing to try out the theory," and then he hands it to you and goes, "Trust it." And I'll go, I'll do no such thing, but I will eat this hot dog kind of as a goof on myself, really. And you know what? The joke's on me. It wasn't very good. It was also, I think I was anticipating one of those sort of like kind of skinny pinker hot dogs. You know what I'm talking about?
Sure.
And so they're like a little bit almost sweeter.
Like
they're
a stadium hot dog?
Yeah, they're like a little more processed. And so I was like, okay, that and the Caesar salad is kind of what I was anticipating.
There's the thicker brown ones.
Yes, and it was the thicker brown one, which is a much worse combo in my opinion because it's so much more savory, which just clashes so much more with the Caesar salad.
Yeah, I think that man should be fired at once.
Yeah.
Now, we need testing grounds for innovative cuisine, but that's just a crazy pitch. Like, why would you do that?
I think what we need to do is we need to take this man and give him a Michelin star.
I think what you guys don't understand is that
He had a rat under his chef's hat. He was trying to cook up something crazy.
This man went to the Subway and trust the theory. Grabbed a rat and said, together we're gonna make lunch. Yeah.
And the
rat scurried to the hot dogs. He was like, okay.
I'm gonna do
and
that.
the rat scurried to the Caesar and she was like, oh my fucking God, the theory.
You're a genius.
The Ratatouille theory.
Yeah.
Well, because he was MK Ultra flipping while watching Ratatouille, and that's what inspired him. Like, I gotta find a rat.
Yeah.
Dude, I just recently watched Ratatouille for the first time in many years.
Yeah.
It's insane. The health inspector comes. So what they do is they gag him, tie him up, and kidnap him.
Oh.
And lock him in a closet.
I like how that was like a normal conceit for kids content at the time, because that was also the plot of a SpongeBob episode, basically. Remember they like kill the health inspector and then they have to hide the body.
Yeah.
And of course, at the end, it's like, oh, he wasn't actually dead. But, like, he's dead. They show X's on his eyes. He was choking on a fly, I think. It's messed up. Look, folks, we don't endorse any sort of violence against health inspectors. And to prove it, we're actually going to jump into another debate and sort of forget this whole thing happened.
Should we just start the episode over again?
Yeah, okay, let's get a clean start. And why don't you do the opening this time?
Welcome to Apples and Orangas. Okay. We got a fresh 2 topic, don't we?
Yeah, we got 2 fresh topics right here. The first one is, Jack, you're going to be arguing in favor of a soup.
A soup?
Yeah, speaking of these sorts of, cuisines, the like. Ryan, you're going to be arguing in favor of a language.
Oh, no.
Yes.
I feel like this could get really problematic.
What's there to be sort of...
I got my soup.
Okay.
Well, I have to first ask if you... It's a soup, okay? And it's a soup. So it's a Panera Bread item.
Okay.
It's in a bread bowl.
Sure.
A side of bread.
Okay.
And inside the bread bowl is mac and cheese. That's the soup I'm arguing in favor of.
That's
that order from Panera.
I'm going to say that's not a soup.
It's not a soup. Dang it. Okay.
You had me until what the bread bowl was full of.
I'm sorry.
It's kind of like a soupy and... No, is that
I would say more than anything
cheese
else.
And soup. I love bread bowl with a side of bread, though.
It's a side. Wait, you can have pasta in a bread bowl with a side of bread.
That was what I was going to argue in favor.
So what it sounds? I mean, it sounds to me like that's more a pasta dish inside more carbs.
Okay. Anyway, let me rephrase. let me think. Let me go back to the drawing board here. Welcome to Apples and Oranges. My name.
You know what? Like clean start. Brian, why don't you do a clean take here?
Welcome to Apples and Oranges. I'm with Jack and Matt. Matty Ice, they call him, and we're gonna bring you some fresh debates today.
Wait, I got a question for you. What made you say Matty Ice? I have a coworker that calls me Matty Ice, and I don't. Is that a reference to something?
Matty Ice, baby.
Is that a thing?
Matty Ice.
Matty Ice and Jackie Boy. Now,
wow,
we've got 2 fresh debates coming up, hot off the skillet.
Do you have your language?
My language is.
It's okay. I don't have my soup yet. I'm trying to think.
I have a great soup, just off the dome, always. I won't tell you because it'll be giving too much away.
Okay.
But I think ASL Sign Language. That's how you call it, right?
Yeah, American Sign Language.
American Sign Language. Because in what other language do you get to put so much personality?
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
For those
Wait,
listening,
so now
Brian just placed a pillow behind my head.
So he's already bribing. This is the second time this has happened. This is 2 episodes in a row where my opponent is now bribing the moderator and trying to win the debate through favors and gestures.
I'll just say this.
Favors and
You never do
gestures.
anything nice for me. Go ahead,
I
Brian.
give and I give.
And the thing about this guy, that you must understand, audience, is that he takes and takes and takes. Go on, Brian.
Man, it's been an intense day here for Jack and Matt.
Yeah.
But the fun thing about sign language is it's recognized all over the world, which is pretty cool. And the second thing is I don't really know any of it, but most people don't. So if you want to just lie and act like you're signing, no one really will stop you. Like you won't be like, hey, do you want to, you know how to say mac and cheese in sign language? Very convincing.
So for those at home,
And
Brian just did what I can only imagine is a sign of the word mac and cheese.
I was signing. It actually was like pretty not convincing. I should have chosen the easier word to do. And I'm sorry to people that need to use sign language. And
I mean, I think those people
I'm
probably
being
aren't listening
insensitive.
to our podcast.
Yeah, they can't hear you. And I'm going to dive in. That's why my opponent is such a coward, because his detractors can't even roast him because of their disability. Folks, the best soup ever is just the classic miso soup. It is. What's that?
You? So soup?
Miso soup? Oh, yeah. Iso soup. But yeah, miso's goated. It's perfect. It's just like the best thing to have right before a delicious meal. And it's nice and hits that umami taste range that we don't often get from the everyday foods. And I think I'm just down to open the floor because I think the language you've chosen is bad because you don't even know it yourself, do you?
here's what I'm going to say. Before I respond to that attack, I want to talk about the soups that Jack left on the board. We're talking about chicken noodle.
Gross.
We're talking about matzo ball. We're talking about
No comment.
I was
No
about to
comment.
say, yeah,
No
careful
comment.
not to say anything about that one.
No comment.
Okay.
on that one.
we're talking about gazpacho.
I love Israel.
That's a Spanish.
Oh, gazpacho? No, thank you.
We're
disgusting. Gross.
Fantastic. We're talking about a tomato, clam chowder.
So are you going to visit Israel?
So that's actually what I was about to say next.
So
I have my flight booked. I'm going to Israel whether or not I win this debate, folks.
And any other soups, by the way, that are left on the board?
I'm just saying there's a lot left up, and I'm not saying miso soup is not a fine soup. I'm not saying it's not a fine palate cleanser. I'm just saying you're leaving a lot open. And I think
My
we
friend,
should.
you've left every single good language on the floor. May I remind you?
Good language. Good language. So
Yeah, you left all the good languages on the floor. And this one, which you've chosen, is bags. I'm debating against it.
no, this language you can still read in other languages and speak this one. Wait.
Yeah,
hold
you
up.
just destroyed yourself. You
Fuck.
can't even read in this language. So, some ones you left on the table. Number one, the best language of all. Chinese, Italian, French.
Italian's fun. Mamma mia.
He admits it. And miso.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing about
it honestly is like hydrating in a way. It's so good. And you got a nice little seaweed in it. Go get that slime. Speaking of slime, I know the moderator loves slime. It's a very slimy soup.
The
in certain
moderator
respects.
is interested now that slime's been mentioned.
Slime is on the table. Slime
but-
is in play, folks.
But here's the thing. What else? Have you ever seen someone like yell at someone in sign language? I've seen a confrontation in sign language,
Really?
and it was one of the most dramatic things I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
The eye contact, the intensity, the physicality of it. God, I don't know what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
It looked pretty intense. People looked upset. And it was one of the more intense confrontations I've ever seen, and frankly, something I want to be a part of. I want to be a part of a language that brings out that physicality, that gets the blood pumping, blood flowing, a big fight, a declaration of love, a stunning twist or reveal. These things can sound good, but what if you can act them? What if you act on, I cheated on you? What if you acted on, I was the one who sold you out. It's not verbal. It's physical. It's spiritual.
I'm just gonna say you don't need sign language to do that. I think we should all just maybe be more connected to our bodies and be more emotive. And I think a lot of places that I named, like Italy especially, has that engaged in their culture already, and that's more. It has less to do with the language, and more to do with maybe some other factors. But
So you feel like culturally Italians are sort of more comfortable with their bodies and using that to express themselves
with the gestures, yeah, absolutely.
The gestures.
More so than like the deaf mute community.
I would say on par. I would say.
I would say on par.
Yeah, well, it kind of sounds like we're circling sort of a thrilling conclusion to this debate.
And I'm sorry, I do just want to say, you talk about how much you love Italians, how much you love Italy, how much you love the language, but you didn't even take a minestrone. You didn't even take a tomato soup or a spicy meatball. You don't respect Italian culture.
You didn't pick the Italian language. You think you respect Italians? You come out here preaching Italian.
What is more Italian than communicating with your hands?
What is more Italian than miso soup, my friend?
All right, a question for both both of the debaters here. Will you visit Italy?
Oh, I've already been to Italy. I've already visited, and I'll go back. I'm actually going back on the way to Israel. It's gonna be great.
Ryan, will you visit Italy?
Columbus Day is a very complicated history in this country. I believe that Italy has the right to exist. I think it's a very complicated question as to whether or not I will visit. I will certainly go in understanding respect to the various processes that exist throughout Europe, if that answers your question.
Yeah. All right, well, I think I'm ready for some closing statements.
Who would you like to hear from first?
How about Brian?
The Italian Americans are a wonderful and hardworking community that has built this country. And as much as I respect great Italian Americans like Frank Sinatra or John Gotti, I didn't pick their language because sign language gets passion and blood flowing and excitement in a way that you don't get with the verbal language. And I think as our society becomes dumber and slower and simpler, we should think about transitioning from words and more towards symbols, emojis, hand gestures, sign language. Thank you. I yield. Oh, and by the way, miso soup is just like an afterthought at any Japanese restaurant. Like, come on.
I think my opponent is just completely wrong. I think miso is not an afterthought. It's sort of the crown jewel of an experience. It's part of the beginning of a ritual in a way. And if your whole argument is that I could have chose better soups, you admitted yourself you chose a language that is encouraging the dumbing down of humanity, you said, in your own words. So I don't even know if I need to close this, because sort of close it yourself, my friend. I'll just also say that it's a Blue Zone soup. I yield my time.
Whoa.
Hey, can we do the closing arguments again where I don't talk about John Gotti? I feel like that was in poor taste.
No, we actually just restarted the episode. In post,
yeah.
So
Well, let's just do a clean start.
A new
5,
episode.
6, 7, 8. Welcome to Apples and Oranges. I'm Matt.
I'm pregnant.
Holy shit.
All right.
Folks, well,
I think we've. Yeah. What is the sort of the
conclusion
verdict?
of this? The verdict?
Yeah.
Is Brian. Brian won that with the
Really?
No way.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I thought
Hell
the closing
yeah.
statement was good. I liked the closing statement.
Yes.
So you think Italy does have the right to exist?
I think Italy needs to be, frankly, partitioned.
We all, it's very complicated.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's very complicated, but to me, it's fairly simple.
And of course, I have respect for all the people.
Right, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
And what's happened to Italian American college students is terrible.
Terrible. But I think Sardinians, they know what they've done, and I think they deserve everything they get. Yeah.
Okay. Folks, I think we've
Is that it?
we've done it. Yeah.
That's sort of the closing idea of this episode.
That's sort of, well, I mean, it's not the closing ending. Now we're entering
We're entering a new phase.
Yeah, this is the beginning of the end of the first half of the episode.
Yeah, so
right.
and I think to celebrate that, we do a clean start for the beginning of the second half.
Welcome to
the beginning of the second half. No, here we're doing a new segment, Brian. Here.
Oh yeah, we should really run this.
We do this new segment these days where we ask our guest to add a topic to our topic generator.
Oh.
Yeah. So, we've had some real hits lately, some really great ideas that have been contributed, including mocktail, roller coaster. Those are some recent additions to our handy dandy topic generator.
I would like to do sorry, I had a really good one, then my mind went blank.
No, it's all good.
I would like to do candy flavor.
Candy flavor. Ooh. I don't think we have that
lollipop
already.
flavor. I feel like that's cleaner.
Lollipop flavor.
Lollipop flavor. All right, lollipop flavor it is. Now, this episode of this podcast is going to be...
Oh, wait, sorry. Can I change it? Can it be Gatorade flavor? Or is that...
No, you can do that.
I think it's sort of a brand situation. I think that we need them to sort of pay
They're not
us.
a sponsorship, yeah.
Right, we require major coin.
Lollipop flavor.
We are sort of in dire need of liquidity, frankly.
Yeah.
So I
think to make Gatorade pay us, we should have the topic be Powerade. Powerade flavor.
Oh yeah.
Hold the topic for ransom.
Yeah, and hey Gatorade, we'll gladly put your name in the topic generator, but you know what you gotta do.
You gotta send me $3 bills in an envelope that is made of gold.
No, Jack, no.
Oh. Sorry, folks.
$4 bills.
Yeah.
Folks, this episode's going to be released in sometimes in early November.
Yeah, November.
Now, I don't know. Is there anything in the world that Brian would like to plug for our wonderful audience?
Oh, I've really got nothing going on.
And that's why you're our favorite guest.
Yeah. I'm off social media right now. Besides Twitter, I'm addicted to that. But
are you talking about the app currently known as X?
The app currently known as X, yes.
Oh
I just hope all the viewers that they feel some sunshine, maybe have a drink with a good friend or family member.
And what about our sober listeners?
Delicious food. Eat some delicious food. Cook a piece of fish.
Yes.
A piece of good fish.
What about our listeners that are sort of afraid of water, won't go near the coast?
Afraid of water. I'm trying to eat more vegetarian. Save the animals. Why not some tofu? Why don't we get more into tofu here? I actually tried. It's disgusting. I don't cook it well.
Yeah. What is the actual question? What is tofu made of? What is that?
It's
made of tofu. Tofu starts as tofu.
I think tofu's like miso. Actually.
Yeah, tofu's like a
it's a thing.
Miso. It's like a flowery plant, and then you harvest it.
Oh,
tofu's not processed. It's like a processed soy is
it's soy. It's pressed into solid blocks.
It's soy. And what would you say to our listeners that aren't trying to become fucking soy boys?
Oh yeah. You know what's easy to cook? You know what annoys me in general? This is just a thing that grinds my gears. When people say they're good at cooking steak. It's the easiest thing to cook. You just take a fucking pan, you sear it, then you put it in the oven. It's so easy.
Mr. Searer over here.
I like steak. I like to cook steak, but people tell me, yeah, I'm not a great cook, but man, do I know how to cook a steak? Like, no, you just don't know how to cook very well.
Well, with that, folks, I think that sort of sums this one up. Folks, if you say you can cook a steak well, you're a fucking joke.
Good for you. Just don't brag about it.
All right. See you in the future, folks. Bye-bye.
Thank you.